have to go to the DMV today. My license has been expired for I think over a year now, so this should be really fun. I'm probably gonna have to take a whole bunch of tests. Not very excited about it, to say the least. Making my coffee, but I'm gonna have dreadlocks in my new driver's license picture, my state ID. That's kind of funny. Never thought that would happen. If you're offended that I said that I had dreadlocks, you can call them jatas if that makes you feel better. If you guys are interested in me talking about my hair, let me know. Because I got a little bit of a sassy comment on a TikTok video and decided to make a video response to that comment, and people like took it really well. So I think I feel comfortable talking about my hair now. One way to start the day. Okay, so a writing test I'd be fine with. A driving test I would not be. If they make me take a driving test, I'm going to be the most obnoxious individual they've ever had to deal with. I will announce everything that I do. Checking mirrors. Left turn signal. Engaged. My DMV trip was shorter than I thought it would be. So here's the thing.
Josh is in a bad mood.
I'm also in a bad mood, but I can contain it a little bit better. I've tried quite a few times to book an appointment to get my license renewed, because in the state of Illinois, you have to do that for some reason because COVID or something. My ID expired on my birthday of last year. So before my birthday, I had to go online to book an appointment. They didn't have one available until the 14th. And because my ID has been expired for over a year, regardless of when I booked the appointment, I have to now find my birth certificate, my passport, and my social security card. She can't just use my number, she has to have the card. I don't think I have the card. So I have to request a new one. I have to mail this whole thing, and it takes about 2 weeks. And I have to do the written test, the vision test, which is fine, but I also have to do the road test. So I'm just gonna wait till we move to Wisconsin to get a new ID.
Gotta get out. He's checking himself out. It's a mother. Look how handsome.
The other big one, they have a bunch of babies. It likes you.
This one's Eiffel.
Josh's business partner got him a gift.
Presents.
Presents. We got more presents.
Be paying it back.
Be paying it back, for sure, for sure.
Say bye.
Do you like them? So right now, I'm just making a little simmer pot with a whole bunch of fruit that the kids just don't finish, which if you're a mom, you get. Happens all the time. I'm sure I'll find an apple somewhere that I can add in there. But all I did was added some orange, some grapefruit. I don't know how the grapefruit is gonna smell. Some vanilla over the top. I added in some cloves and some cinnamon as well. I was gonna do cranberries, but we don't have any more. I don't know what happened to them. Yeah, that's one way to get your house smelling amazing. And the other thing that I wanted to show you guys, we went to our favorite little farm store to get more eggs, and we got this candle from this tree farm. And it looks so pretty. And I put it in our little container that we got from the dollar store. This smells amazing. Up by the registers, it smelled so good, and I was like, it has to be because of these, so we bought one. I feel like I haven't updated you guys on like the dog food situation recently. Yeah, I'm just gonna feed my dogs. So this is what we do most of the time. Sometimes not everything is added in, but we always try to add some type of raw food to their kibble, because they used to be on a completely raw diet before, you know, the economy did its thing. So today I'm gonna toss in some applesauce just because we bought new applesauce and I don't want this to go bad. They do eat raw apples, or like normal apples, like the fruit, but if we do have any left over, I'm gonna throw it in our simmer pot instead of feeding it to the dogs like we usually do. I bought this to make gravy. The dogs could also use some of this organ meat. Gonna throw some chicken gizzards in here. Oh. So one of my dogs doesn't necessarily like chicken gizzards, but I put that in his food anyway, just because normally he'll leave what he doesn't like, and then him and my husky will switch and they'll eat each other's food to finish it off. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some chicken paws too, which again, also bought this to make bone broth for myself, but figured we don't have anything else to put on their food today. We're gonna throw some of these on there. And normally I would wash these I definitely recommend doing that, but my dogs will not leave me alone because they're hungry, so I'm just gonna, they'll be fine. We had a bowl of peanut butter that my son didn't finish over by the sink, so I'm just gonna toss the rest of that in there just so it doesn't go to waste. I'm not wasting any food here. A lot of times when I feed my dogs, it's just like random stuff that the kids haven't finished eating, like the peanut butter. Sometimes they have like different meats that they don't finish, so it'll go to the dogs. Same with like fruit, apples mostly. Sometimes they'll eat pears. I don't recommend doing that though. If your dogs aren't used to having like raw food or human food, don't just throw them right in and expect them to be okay. They'll probably have some weird poops for a while. But because 2 of our dogs were raised mostly on a raw diet, they don't have any issues with stuff like this. And then one last thing that I'm gonna add, since I didn't add any egg or anything with a high fat content. This is bacon grease. I save all of our bacon grease to cook with, but like I said, since there's no fat being added, we're just gonna plop some on there. We can try it. Well, how about we Before we started traveling full time, I was really on top of training my husky. I don't know, I just kind of like let it lax. You know, the first place we went, he had a backyard, a fenced backyard. That was the first backyard he had ever had. So he spent most of the time outside. I didn't really need to train him all that much. Like I brushed him a lot there because that's when he started losing his puppy coat. But after that, it was like, as long as he was good on a leash and his recall was fine, I didn't really do much with him. And then Butcher came along and I did absolutely nothing because he's really great. Just like all the time anyway. His recall's really good. He doesn't really run up to other dogs. He doesn't really like other dogs. But the thing recently, he's been running up to people. He'll stay about 6 feet away from the person, but he'll just sit there and bark at them. And like, he's mean. He's got like a big boy bark. It's scary. And like, if you don't know him, I feel like I would even be scared of a dog like that running up to me because he's meaty. He's been wrestling very good sized husky his entire life, literally from the moment he was 5 weeks old. Yeah, we got him when he was 5 weeks old. I don't know if a lot of people know that, if a lot of people have been here since then. Don't get a dog that young. We rescued him from a parking lot in the middle of Arkansas or something Don't recommend it with a dog that young. But right now I'm gonna take my husky out to a field, and so I just cut up a bunch of this chicken that I'm gonna use. I don't really like doing like the store-bought treats. I mean, they're fine if you can find a good brand, but there's preservatives that have to be in them to make them shelf stable, and I just don't really want to give my dogs that stuff. We're gonna go do that. Hopefully he doesn't run away, because he has done that before. He's a husky, so like it's expected, but we'll figure it out. I don't know.